Okay, guys, we'll start our AMA. So, first of all, I would like to introduce our co-founder today. He's with us, and he's going to talk to us a lot more about TGO and TGO, what's going to do in the future, and the things that's been working in the background. That hasn't been a lot of things that have been announced, but we would give like a sneak and peek into those things that's coming up for TGO. At the same time, as we were talking about a lot of things, you can also ask your questions if you have some. So let me introduce Sir Rodrigo Fernandez. So I'll just give a small introduction of what he is and what he has done in this space. So he's basically the co-founder, and he's has an MBA. He has an electrical engineer degree, and he has his own company, and he has been from a small age been passionate about renewable energy and those kind of stuff. And he built TGO for a lot of reasons. First of all, encouraging sustainable attitudes, and that's something that we need in this world right now, a lot. And so, Sir Rodrigo Fernandez, sir, please, how are you today?
Thank you, Justin, for the introduction. I would like to thank you all. You uh, listen to this AMA session. It's a pleasure for us to be here and talk to the community. As you have already mentioned, TGO was born to bring the online value for the sustainability. So we are a Brazilian company. That's the first news I would like to share with the community. Since November this year, we are a legal Brazilian company. Our main office is located at São Paulo city, and we are doing lots of partnership nowadays. So the TGO company was founded by four other companies. So as stated in our uh, white paper and in our website, these four companies are Enotech company, that's my company. I'm co-founder of this company. This company exists since 2004. We mainly operate in the energy area. Uh, we have lots of IoT projects. We have lots of technology already developed. One of these technologies is is the hardware that we call Joker, because this is like a Joker. It's a piece of hardware, a piece of IoT hardware. That's main objective of this hardware is to measure any physical quantity, any sensor. We can measure energy, we can measure water consumption, we can measure uh, CO2, we can measure whatever quantity we may establish that this quantity is a sustainable measure. Okay, so there are lots of IoT hardware ready for use that you can buy in the internet, right? But what we have built with this hardware is to prepare this hardware to do XRP ledger transactions. So we measure the quantity, and the hardware itself, it has the private keys for signing an XRP ledger transaction and send to the blockchain the information that we have already measured. So there is no intermediary database. There's no previous local that the data that was measured stays before it goes to the blockchain. So we measure, and the same hardware sends the transaction to the blockchain. So that's what we call the XRP ledger Joker. It's a it's a piece of IoT hardware that communicates with directly with the blockchain. This increases the security of the data. All right. So that hardware was built by one of the co-founders companies of TGO. That's Inotech. We have an IT company, two IT companies, in fact, that is Tax and the large company. These guys are building our mobile app. So I know lots of you here, you own your own keys. Uh, you operate directly in the blockchain, but there are lots of people that they need to have a custody company to hold their assets. They don't they don't care about holding their own private keys, right? That's how the world works. So we need a mobile apps so people in general can operate on the TGO ecosystem. Because although we have a crypto community, as you guys are here, we need to reach the regular people, the people that don't know how to operate in crypto right now. But these people, they do lots of sustainable attitudes. So if the guy has uh, a solar power plant in the roof of his house and wants to be rewarded by the TGO ecosystem, and the guy doesn't need to know uh, the technical stuff about crypto. He he can use our app to to have a profile and start earning that sustainable attitude. So we use the technology. Uh, you guys must know that we are building an ecosystem, a global reward ecosystem using the blockchain. The TGO is our utility token, right? So I think I speak a lot for now, but I will just brief the fourth company. The fourth company is located also in São Paulo. It's an intellectual property company, well established in Brazil. This company has lots of big clients here in Brazil, and this company also have international clients, company clients, and also invest in some strategic technology companies. So these are the four companies that are the TGO co-founders, right? So I think I give a break now so people can ask Justin what you want to proceed. If people asking, you ask, or I can continue talking about.
No worries, sir. So basically, I'm recording this AMA so we can actually publish it in our YouTube channel, and also we can publish it in our Instagram TV. So we can get more people into it. I mean, so whatever you said till now is excellent and mind blowing as well, because you are thinking about the customer outside of the crypto community as well, like normal users, how to get them involved into sustainable activities. Like these are things that rarely any platform on crypto right now thinks about. And as you also said, the one of the biggest news, we are a registered company right now in Brazil. That's amazing, and there's a lot to come for TGO. I know that. And as for the community, like as we've been like saying for a couple of time before, so we are actually planning to build the D app, as me and Sarah discussing about it, and also trying to find the right people to work with that. So you can expect staking probably by the first semester of next year, and also integrating the NFT rewards also into the TGO website. So these two things are something you can actually expect, and also in the background, the team, the whole of the team is not here. It's just not the co-founders are Rodrigo working behind. There's also a big team, and I have seen their workplace, and it's just amazing how they are, how professional they are, how qualified they are in this space to actually do this certain kind of sustainable attitudes and rewarding it, and making the world a better place in terms of just not a Ponzi scam, a crypto coin or something like that. This is something that can really change the world. So I am proud of this team, and also I'm proud to actually be working with them for a couple of months now. And now it's for the community. Now anybody want to ask any questions, we are open for it. Please talk, no worries. I think most of them are not English speaking, so they would have that language barrier to talk to us, sir. So, would you like to talk about like how actually our ecosystem works in terms of like rewarding the users, and how the tokenomics of our ecosystem work? Like a small brief.
Yes, for sure. Uh, Firstly, we have never used our TGO token to found to fund the company, right? This was uh, a very difficult topic that we have discussed since the beginning. We don't want to have the TGO token classified as a security. So uh, we decided, as the team, the co-founder have decided that we would not sell the token to fund the project. That's one point. Different of other from other projects, we decide to do that. So, and another point that we had the tokenomics of the TGO token at our white paper. Of course, we have some of the TGO tokens that were uh, that are being uh, hold for the team, but until now we have not uh, give these tokens to the team, right? We have not the vest, the team vest tokens. We have not give it until now. We decided to just do this team distribution when we have uh, a TGO uh, circular economy well established. We have decided to to give the team tokens only when we have firm objectives reached. Okay, so we are working very hard until now to reach that objectives. The first objective that we have concluded was to measure a real solar power plant here in Brazil. So we have now 6 months of daily measurements of a real solar power plant. In fact, we are measuring each 1 minute. We don't need to measure the minute by minute this energy, but to stress the system and to test it uh, with a very high throughput, we decided to measure and register in the blockchain uh, the energy produced by a solar power plant, right? So uh, the TGO that was released, that is being released in this operation, because we measured how we measured this energy. We have a power meter at the solar power plant. This power meter measures the energy produced by the inverter, the solar inverter, and it sends to the blockchain what we call a device token. In this case, the device token is KWH. That's a reference for the energy unit. Okay, KWH is an energy unit. So we created a device token called KWH. So we send it to the XRP Ledger blockchain, the amount of the energy that was produced since the last time we have sent the last energy measure. So instantly, at the moment that we send the device token KWH, the XRP ledger automatically, because we set it for that, the XRP ledger automatically swaps the KWH token for the TGO token. And this TGO token was released from our operational account. The total amount of TGO in our operation account is well defined in the white paper, and we have also published the XRP Ledger accounts of the TGO ecosystem as suggested by the XRP Ledger documentation, right? So these tokens that we are releasing right now, there's in a specific XRP Ledger account address, and we have stated to the community that we are not going to dump these TGO tokens in the market. We are not going to sell it in the market. We are going to use these TGO tokens to generate what we call the give back certificates. These give back certificates will be issued in the XRP Ledger blockchain as NFTs, right? We are going to use the NFT technology, the NFT feature in the XRP Ledger that was recently released. And we are going to use this technology to issue our give back certificates. These certificates, they have value. They can be traded in the market. And generally, companies and people who want to compensate their uh, environmental and social footprints, they will buy these certificates, and they can burn the certificates to use them in their ESG balance sheet, in their environmental and their social balance sheets. Okay, they can burn it to use in the balance sheet, but they can also not burn, don't burn the token, the certificates, and they can trade the certificates to other company or people who want to compensate for their social and environmental footprints. So the first give back certificates will be generated by the use case that we are running right now. The first use case, that is the solar power plant, and the second use case that we have already announced this month to the community. The second use case is to measure the ethanol consumption of the regular people that use the ethanol in their cars instead of using gas. So they go to the gas station, they fuel their cars with ethanol, and they will receive TGO tokens for using ethanol instead of gas. So the Brazilian ethanol comes from the sugarcane growth. So it's a sustainable attitude. And we are now stimulating people to use ethanol instead of gas. So we have already established a partnership with another Brazilian company called Pontua X. Pontua X is a Brazilian company well established. They have several gas station companies that worked with them. They have a hardware. They measure the the pumps of the gas station. So they have a hardware to measure the quantity of the fuel in each pump of the gas stations. So they will account for the volume of the ethanol consumption in the pumps, and we are going to reward the people, the regular people that goes to the gas station, because they already have what we call a fidelity mobile app. Okay, so people go to the fuel to the gas station, they fill their cars, and they receive fidelity points. They already have their own mobile app that are white label mobile app. So whatever the owner of the gas station, they can they can have the owner of the gas station, they can have their own mobile app, because the Pontua X mobile app is a white label one. Okay, they can customize for each gas station, and each gas station has their own fidelity program. So they already have a fidelity program, and we are now integrating the TGO reward points, sustainability reward points, to benefit the final clients of the gas stations to have a sustainable attitude. So, guys, this is a very interesting partnership for the TGO ecosystem. So, we are testing right now on the mainnet, on the XRP Ledger mainnet, we are testing now the gas station integration. Okay, this is very interesting for us. We can scale this integration in a very quickly way. Okay, because the partner, they have already a well-established network of gas stations here in Brazil. So this is an strategic partnership for us. Okay, guys. So I will stop a little bit right now to let you guys ask something, or if Justin has another point to highlight, he can also talk a little bit.
Sure. So I had like couple of people DM me like last couple of weeks before and asking me like the partnership with Pandora X, and telling me how is that and like the way of using ethanol as a fuel, and the ways of creating ethanol, is it sustainable? So as you said, so it's basically created from sugar cane and the byproduct of that. So it's completely sustainable and organic as well. So those who were asking in my DM, so now you know the even though so whatever Sir Rodrigo said till now, for a person who is just coming and listening for the first time, it will be very difficult to understand the whole concept of this ecosystem. So you have to, we have our own YouTube channel with more than 3,000 subscribers, and lots of videos explaining clearly how the system works with animated videos for people who are like beginners in crypto. Always animated videos and explaining things in a little more simplified way might be able to understand for people, like in like normal people, for example, not too much integrated into blockchain. for example, a person who is just new into blockchain, he would understand much better seeing the animated videos. So please do check our videos in YouTube, and so you can get a more clear idea about what this ecosystem all about. And for the holders, so people ask me if this is for a sustainable ecosystem, how are the holders here, or people buying TGO tokens as an investment gonna be rewarded. So basically, as sir said, there is zero number of tokens taken for team utilization or paying team or anything like that. It's all vested, completely vested. Of course, we have used couple percentage of token for airdrops, but we've been discussing for a couple of while, and the community has been suggesting us about having a staking platform for ourselves, which is actually very doable. But we also need couple of things figured out within the ecosystem, like the rewarding add-on to the website, the NFT, and those kind of stuff. So we are looking for possible developers partnerships and those kind of stuff, as I said. So for the people who are buying TGO tokens right now as an investment, so you will have a staking platform for sure. And also the marketing, honestly, has been zero marketing done for this token. uh, though there are people who actually came to know about project, made a lot. We have a lot of YouTube videos made by content creators, just knowing the concept and the brilliant behind idea behind the project. And all the team members, if you go to the website, they are dogs. They're everything about them is written there, including me. So this is a safe project, safe as it gets. Now it's a registered company back in Brazil, and its partnership with including Panthera X, I think 5 companies. So there is 5 companies partnership with TGO right now. There is more coming, more use case coming. So this is just the start, and there is a lot of things that Sir Rodrigo can't say to you that's happening in the background. For example, I will just give a sneak and peek. Like there has been big discussions with the Brazilian, let's say, the government, and also people from XRP community, who are big whales and also big influencers and also big practitioners of sustainable energy, talking to TGO right now. And also the team, as I said, is their job is just not TGO. Sir Rodrigo is a professor. He has his own other companies. He's an engineer, as I said. So all the team is very highly qualified, and they have their own other things that's happening in the background. So that this is something that they're trying to do for themselves, not only for themselves but for the entire world, and for also the sustainable attitudes that's coming up. And that's something that we need so much in this world right now, as we are running out of resources and those kind of stuff, and global warming, as you know, it goes on and on. So any questions, if you guys have, please ask. There's no problem, we are here to answer you. So, is there any questions from the community? If you are shy to actually ask through the VC, you can just text me or text in the group, and Sir Rodrigo will answer your questions. And I have another question for Rodrigo, sir. So, one of the members that we have in the group actually asked me about so when you started TGO, how did you actually come up with this concept, and where did you get this inspiration from, sir? Did I make myself clear, Sir Rodrigo?
Hi, hi, hello,
Hello.
hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you clearly now. Yes. So the
Yes.
question that one of the community members asked me is that where did you come up with the idea of creating Things Go Online, and where did you get the inspiration from? And also, can you just give us a small background of the team and also yourself so people are more comfortable to know you guys more, sir?
Okay. Are you listening me right now?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, sir. Everybody can listen.
Okay. So the TGO comes to answer a uh, very how can I say, when people talk about sustainability, there is lots of words spread out. Okay, people talk about sustainability. They just talk. As an engineer, I want to measure things. So that was the basis of the project. We need, if you want, look, we are engineers and also intellectual property professionals in the team. So we don't believe just in word spread, okay? We believe in measurement. We need to establish what is sustainable, okay? And we need to measure it because there is lots of greenwashing nowadays. So companies say they are green, but they are really green. What is about being green? We cannot point our fingers to the past and say so, because if we have uh, nowadays, if we have solar energy, for instance, it's because we have lots of research. We have to build technology. We have to build uh, industries. Okay, we have to use coal in the past. We have to use oil in the past, but we need to evolve. We need to look to the future. We need to use new technology that is more efficient than the ones we have right now to build this technology. That's the humanity. Humanity will search, we need to search, research, and to look to the future. And we need to build things that are more efficient than the ones we have right now. Because we're in the past, our fathers, our grandfathers, they did the same way, and we need to continue to doing it to the future. And we need to engage. We need to engage people to do that, and we need to do that based on measurement. And another point that in my opinion, uh, the world has established the CO2 as uh, the only thing that one can do to be sustainable. And I don't agree with that. Okay. Why we have to do a chemical calculation to establish the amount of CO2 that was avoided in this calculation, okay, based on a sustainable attitude. For instance, uh, a water recovery, the water, the polluted water in the on a specific lake. Some researcher do, for instance, a prototype that helps to improve the water quality of the lake. Okay, why this attitude has to be converted on a CO2 measurement, a CO2 molecular, to be sustainable. The attitude, there are lots of attitude, they are sustainable as they are. We don't need to convert it to a CO2 molecular weight. Okay, and that was what we tried to uh, to break this paradigm. Uh, so TGO can measure anything. That's why things go online. We can measure anything. We can measure uh, renewable energy. We can measure uh, the ethanol consumption, as I told you. We can measure the water efficiency of a company or some installation. We can measure the water recovery of a lake. We can measure whatever we want to start to agree that it's a sustainable attitude. That's why we have created this ecosystem. And TGO is the token, is the utility token that puts all these projects, all these different attitudes in the same page. So it's like when you buy something with your credit card. So you buy and receive some fidelity points, some reward points. You can buy it in any store, you can buy it online, you can buy it different kinds of products, and you will receive some points for each one of your uh, buys. That's how the reward of the credit card works. Okay, the reward program of the credit card works. So things go online was born to solve this whole thing that I have discussed right now. And we can also measure CO2 because we understand that the market have has established the global the countries of the our planet of the world. They established the CO2 market. We need to be in the CO2 market also, but not only. We can measure CO2, but not only CO2. We can measure whatever we want and base it on measurements, not only in calculation. Okay, because there are lots of people. Oh, I have a forest here, and I'm avoiding X tons of CO2. Now you pay me for that. How you are measuring it? Is that true, or is something like greenwash? Okay, that's why we come with a hardware, a piece of hardware, a piece of IoT hardware that is prepared to send extra-pledger transactions. So we are solving a real problem of the blockchain usage that we have talked with some tech people here. They 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 look, have understood what we are building, and they told us you are solving the last mile problem with your technology. There are lots of projects that they issue sustainable tokens, but they are doing the same thing that actually people do in the regular market. They are just using tokens. And what TGO ecosystem is proposing is to have a unique ecosystem based on the TGO token that measures in the real life sustainable attitude. So if we're measuring solar power plants, energy production, we have to to install our power meter there in the place where the energy is being generated, and right
So,
there
sir,
we
sorry
need
to
to.
interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you. So, same thing what you were talking about right now. So one of our members just asked the same thing. So when global, when do you think when even comes to Europe? So as you were saying, we need to install the device. You wanna I mean enhance about what you want to say about that, sir, as well.
Yes, when global, uh, we need,
When Europe is his question. So
yes, yes, being in Europe is one of our goals. We are discussing right now to establish a company in Europe. We don't have decided which country we are going to open the company, but it's on our uh, radar. Okay, to open a real company in Europe. We are going to discuss. Justin is already in Europe. He can help us in this discussion in the near future also. But we are thinking to open an office at Europe for
Europe.
sure. And
So guys, for example, so I finished my sustainable engine. I mean, masters in Germany. So I have my professor and a lot of people who actually works in this field who are thrilled to know about TGO. They don't know a lot about crypto or that ecosystem, but they are so happy that a group of engineers like Sir Rodrigo and his other crewmates came together to actually have something in this space so positive and also rewarding at the same time sustainable activities. So think about this, yeah. So Web 3.0 is crypto basically. So this is we are still progressing or making the world acknowledgeable about this blockchain technology, and not everybody knows about it. So when the chance gets to a point where how we are using Web 2.0 right now, Telegram is a form of Web 2.0. Internet, all of internet is a form of Web 2.0. So when people start integrating their life into Web 3.0, there will be a lot of attention to our project. And as I said before, if you know me, I actually also work with Ethereum projects and the BSC projects. Not work with them in the sense as an investor, but not like as a team member. So I also have worked with lots of projects as an advisor as well, and I have connections in the space in the terms of like people who actually promote projects and callers and those kind of stuff. If you know Travelard, Venom, and those kind of guys, like I have worked with them before, and I haven't even talked to them about TGO and what it can do, because basically the reason why is I haven't really emphasized on marking TGO till now is because most of the people in this space of crypto doesn't know about XRPL ledger. So even if I go and tell to them about TGO and what they're doing, how good of a project it is, I cannot turn the whole community or the culture into using XRPL projects. So first of all, XRP and XRPL ledger will be big in the future, and that fire or that trend is going to start sooner than you think. Just like people building projects, like I know people who build projects in BSC and Ethereum daily, like it's like that, because there's a lot of people who are invested into those kind of chains, and there is very less people who know about XRPL. So once we have more, so you can expect a lot of marketing happening next year for sure, guys. So I'm talking about, for example, AMA with Venom. So he has around 40,000 people in his Telegram account. So we can have this same kind of meeting with him, and he's all of his users will come. And not only that, it's going to pump XRP, because TGO will be a project that will pump XRP one day, because of what we are doing, how legit we are, and how clear minded of a utility and ecosystem we are building. So coming back to the question about Sar talking about having a company built in Europe, actually we can, as he said, he hasn't decided on it, but we have people, we have connections, we have potential partners in Germany and lots of people. If you know Germany and Austria, it is one of the most sustainable attitude countries in the world in terms of carbon emission and those kind of stuff. I think Netherlands also come close, but there's a lot of opportunities in Europe because they are most concerned about the carbon footprint and those kind of stuff. And hopefully that will happen soon. But it's not only Europe. I wish. I mean, I think there's gonna be a lot of countries where this I mean, sustainable attitudes will be largely encouraged and will be a standard soon, because it's very necessary for the world that we live in terms of talking about a global scale. Sir, you want to add something to that?
No, that's fine. You covered it very well.
Thank you, sir. So I think we had almost an hour of AMA now, and there's been a lot of information passed from one side to each other. I want to ask the community if anybody want to ask any questions. I've seen a lot of questions being typed in the chat, and also DM me. And I have a couple of questions which make sense to me. If you guys have any questions, please go ahead. And after the event, I will say who all won the praises for actually being here today as a community reward. Jan Peter, you want to ask something, brother? Yeah, I think that's it for today, guys. But please make sure that you tell to your family and friends about TGO, not as an investment, but also as a sustainable attitude that's trying to change the way we actually promote sustainable attitudes. And what else? I think I have covered most of the things, but there's a lot of things that's also happening in the background that we cannot say to you directly. This is what we are doing, and this is what is going on. But I will give you a brief, like a brief thing that's happened in the AMA till now. So first of all, I will emphasize on what's coming for holders as an investment. Staking is coming, more promotions will come in the next year, and also our utility will be complete also, I think, probably by next year, in the sense of integrating the NFT and those kind of stuff. And we also had Jan asking about other countries that's also coming. And what else? Yeah,
So
we
just
had yeah,
let
sir,
me
you.
add something here.
Sure, sir, sure, please.
So we have decided to do only 10% of TGO tokens on airdrops. Okay, so because we know that we want people to hold TGO based on their sustainable attitude. So uh, we are working very hard to have our piece of hardware available for anyone in the world. So if you have a red in your house, some solar power generation, you will, in the near future, we hope that you can come with us and ask our piece of hardware. So we need to establish partnerships with local companies. For instance, in Europe, companies in Europe that they install solar power plant for regular people, so in their houses. So when we establish partnership with these companies, when they start a new solar power plant, they will install our measure, our power meter, and the owner of the solar power plant we will start to receive TGO based on the solar energy production, right? So we hope in the near future that everyone here in this community that has some sustainable attitude, that we can measure it and we can reward this person with TGO tokens. That's why we all have 10% of the total volume of TGO tokens available for airdrop distribution, available for uh, uh, marketing actions. Okay, because we want people to receive TGO based on their attitude. That's the main objective of the project of the ecosystem, right? So we hope as soon as possible to have our piece of hardware available for everyone in the world who wants to be rewarded for their sustainable attitudes, right? That's one point we would like to highlight it. Thank you again, Justin.
Beautiful, sir. Very well explained the longer vision and what the ultimate goal is. But honestly, as you and me and most of the members here know, this is just a start for TGO, and it's had never been done before in this method or the way we are doing it. So everything that's beautiful and long term takes time to actually establish in a very good way. So I want to thank this community for being very patient and also very supportive. I've seen you guys anytime I post something on Instagram here, the community reacts and also comes with Twitter and everything. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart, like, thank you for supporting and also understanding what this project is about and what we are doing. We are here for the long run, and I would like to end this VZ by saying this is just the beginning for TGO. Thank you very much, guys, for coming in, and I'll announce a little bit later who all won the prizes for attending the AMA with us. Thank you, Sir Rodriguez.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you, all you guys. See you next time. Take your care.
Uh,
Take yourself care. Take care of
yeah,
yourself. Sorry.
health, perfect. Until next time, everyone. Bye.